All right, so I would like to show a new use case for Directus, which is to create embeddable form submissions for any website. This is accomplished using a template that has some different example types of forms and an extension that allows you to expose those forms as embeddable iframes. So here I have a demo database, which I hope to ship with this template. Has a couple of different examples of ways you can use this extension. We have a contact form, so it has some internal fields for tracking status and priority, subjects, messages, whatnot. A table with some events and event registrations to go with those events. Job applications, job posting, lead captures, newsletter signups, all sorts of common use cases that you might have for forms. And then I've built this extension called the Embeddable Forms extension, and I'll go ahead and show you how this works. So each of those collections we looked at over here has a corresponding form, and these you can take a look at them in these demo collections. You can open the form on its own, and we'll just see it's literally just a page with the Directus form. So this is the job applications form, and it is very bland. But what we can do is take this page here, this admin forms jobs applications page, and embed it in any web page on any website. You can also pre-fill fields with query parameters. But here is a demo of some of these forms and how you might use them. Let's take the support ticket form, for example. What this does, it embeds the full Directus V form layout, which means you have all of the Directus interfaces. You have conditions, validation, all sorts of useful features. And you can see this form has already filled in the customer name, priority, and a few other things. Let's go ahead and submit that. And if we take a look back in the Directus backend, there we go. It has been submitted. So this allows you to use all of the power of the Directus item form in just on your website embedded where you want, including relations like the many-to-one field. You have the drop-downs, you have the date picker. Any internal custom interface extensions all work inside of here. I'm going to go ahead and set up a new collection just to show you how it works. So I'm going to create a new appointment booking table. All right, so once we've done this, we need to go ahead and set up a permissions and access policy for this. So I'm going to find the public role. We're going to create a new policy, which is the event booking policy. And this policy, we need the appointment booking table. We need full create access. And then for the read policy, we need we just mark all the fields we want to be visible to the public. So we just leave staff notes unchecked and the rest of these. Only the checked fields will show up on the form. And then item permissions. This is a bit of an odd thing. In order to prevent the public role from being able to read any submitted value, we add in a rule that says ID is null. So it can only read records where the ID is null, which should never happen because the ID is the primary key. It's a bit of a hacky solution, but it's the most straightforward way I've found to set this up. All right, so now I should be able to go and find that collection. So I'm going to copy this, open it in a new tab. There we go. All right, so we've got this form that we can embed on any website. I set my preferred appointment time tomorrow at 1 p.m. All right, and now I've submitted that form. Let's see if it came through. There it is. So staff can manage the record from here. It's a very, very straightforward way of setting up, if you need a lot of different forms for a lot of different purposes, it's super easy to get it up and running. And obviously, results come straight to the Directus backend. You can export them to Excel, all sorts of fun things. So can't wait to see what people do with this. I hope you all enjoy.